Hello, I'm Senator Janice Bowling, representing Senate District 16 in Tennessee. Senate District 16 is very rural, as you can see. It's 7 counties that lie just below Nashville and just above Chattanooga. So although we're rural, we're not remote. But we have one thing that's making us very remote from Nashville and from Chattanooga and from the things that could help Tennesseans, and that is access to high-speed broadband. I introduced a bill last year and the year before regarding this legislation. We need in Tennessee to allow the people to have competition and choice with access to high-speed broadband. Right now, many of them have absolutely no competition, and some of them have absolutely no choice. They don't have access to anything. But right here in my district, right beyond this boundary is EPB, where high-speed broadband, fiber to the premise, could come in if my legislation were enacted. Right here is Tullahoma, Tennessee, where LightTube, a product of the Tullahoma Utility Board, could go out and serve tens of thousands of Tennesseans if my legislation were enacted. So people say, why is your legislation being held up? Why wouldn't they want to enact it? What's it going to cost the state? The simple answer is it will cost the state nothing. This is true choice, true competition, true people saying we need it, and then going and asking the electric providers who are providing high-speed broadband now if they can come into their communities with access to high-speed broadband. So what's holding it up? Well, as I've said in other places, it would appear crony capitalism is holding it up, because right now we have some major telecommunication companies who have been having a free ride, if you will. They have unlimited access to Tennesseans, but no requirement to go in and provide the product. So even though they have statewide franchises, they are able to serve everybody, but required to serve nobody. And we don't quarrel with their business model. We understand that these large corporations need density in population in order to meet their profit margins. But in the meantime, we can't be held hostage to their profit margins. We have to have freedom of access to the people of Tennessee. And all we need to do in my legislation is to remove one regulatory restriction. The regulatory restriction was put in 1999 legislation. The regulatory restriction says that municipal electric providers can provide high-speed broadband within their electric footprint. That restricts them to their electric customers. If we were to remove that regulatory restriction, Tullahoma could go out to an industrial board or an industrial park that's right beyond our city limits. And I would submit to you that today, if you say you have an industrial park and you have potable water, you have paved roads, you have electricity, what you really have is an electrified cow pasture with walking trails. There is no industrial park in the absence of having access to high-speed broadband in today's economy. So in my district, it would mean relief. It would be bringing people in my district immediately into the 21st century at no cost to the state, at a cost to the ratepayer. It's permissive legislation. It would enable the municipal electric providers, upon request, to go outside of their electric footprint to give access to the 21st century essential utility, which is high-speed broadband. Thank you so much for listening about my legislation.